industry. So give us a good metric check of where we are, where we need to be, and what the opportunity is.
So clearly, I think all of us are and should be inspired by the potential of our country and the stage that we're in. I think that we're on the, literally on the cusp of a very tremendous growth opportunity, and the speed and the scale at which we can achieve this is going to be kind of predicated on a few things. And I agree with, everything that Sanjeev and Pawan said. They were fantastic points. In addition to that, I think that it's important for us, number one, the speed and the scale of the vaccine rollout will accelerate the return of normalcy and then our ability to move forward. And on that one, I think, we're on a great track. We're on, a made in India or a manufactured in India vaccine with an inclusive rollout, and the concept of inclusive, including, India supplying to the world. I think this sets us fantastically on a track. On the next stage, I think the entire aspect of the recognition of the importance of healthcare, the focus on healthcare, on prevention. This is something that we as an organization, so during the pandemic, we put up a really, I think our teams put up a valiant battle, and the all-country healthcare workers did that, but the result has been outstanding. I think the world is talking about the fact that our mortality rates are under 1.5%, the spread has been contained, and business is getting back. So taking this to the next level, during the pandemic, we understood that those with non-communicable disease, which is the underlying epidemic in the country, those with comorbidities had a greater propensity. And so I believe it's important enough for all of us to focus on a healthy India. And this is what we at Apollo are definitely going to do. We did a Kavach response or a shield response to COVID. We're now moving out with a pro-health or a proactive response to people. But coming back to the country and going beyond health, I think fiscal stimulus or the ability to have adequate capital to fund a $5 trillion economy, further pushes in terms of manufacturing, furthering this whole aspect of moving up in terms of ease of doing business, ease of running a business. And last year when I was president of FICCI, and FICCI is continuing to push on this agenda, that we must make it India is the best destination for FDI and is the most powerful and productive country. So we should not lose productivity on logistics, on meaningless, repetitive paperwork. So improvement in these two parameters will help us move forward. I have two more points. One is that I believe very importantly that this pandemic has taught us the importance of science. So using science and technology, both, and tech is very critical. So our tech backbone is laid. India is really moving forward fantastically on this point. Adding the science and the tech together will help us not just build back, but build future. So let us move towards where the puck is going. And that is this dematerialized, demonetized, completely democratized world. Where ESG is a very important aspect. So let us move towards building future in that manner. And then finally, I do want to say that I think it's very important for all of us to celebrate India, to celebrate the successes we have, and to celebrate each other. So, a few days ago, we celebrated the fact that our first liver transplant patient came to us when he was 20 months old, and he graduated medicine a few months ago and came to visit us. The fact that India has credible transplant programs, a fantastic space program that we're capable of manufacturing, and now we should do world-class manufacturing at scale, and that our education should not be pockets of excellence, but become really in an ocean of inadequacy, really, but become pervasive for the whole country and for the world to come to India to learn. So let's think big, and ultimately, I think, as we're inspired by the power of the nation, our farmers, our teachers, our doctors, and by our youth. Because unless we build this strong India, which is creating jobs for 17 million people, we will be underserving the potential of our youth. And so with all this, I believe that we move forward collectively and strongly into this vision for a powerful, self-reliant India.
All right. Thanks a lot, Dr. Reddy, for that. At the same time, I'll also thank Dr. Goenka and Mr. Sanjeev Puri for laying out all those points. In fact, the destination Swabhiman Bharat has a fair amount of milestones on the road. We have trust in purposeful brands, equitable